Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We're taking a look at the CNBC article. Coins like Ethereum are going to be a lot higher way down the road. Market forecast Jim Bianco says, and I'm not too sure who Jim Bianco is, but we got this news article here we're going to take a look at. Then we're also going to jump on over into the charts and get started over there. Bitcoin price right now hovering right at about 39,300, right underneath $40,000. We've been struggling with 40,000. So let's see if we're going to get a break to the upside here anytime soon. See where we're finding support, some resistance at too as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and cue that intro and get started. All right, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out the links in the description box below. We keep our videos ad-free for your convenience right now. And then also we have our private trading group page. If you want to join us over there, make sure to check out that link in the description box below. We use Patreon as a payment processor. Everything that we post for our private members is located on Discord, though. So yeah, let's take a look here at the CNBC article and then continue on from there. We have, if you can cope with sharp drops in the cryptocurrency space market, forecaster Jim Bianco believes it ultimately will pay off in spades. Some of these coins like Ethereum are going to be a lot higher way down the road, the Bianco researcher president told CNBC's Trading Nation on Wednesday, but you're going to have to stomach through much more of what we saw in the last weeks coming in the next several months or year or so. According to Bianco, the speculative betting is masking a bullish long-term picture. He believes cryptocurrency is successfully remaking the financial system. That's got a lot of promise, and that's really what's significant, he said. The problem is the other drivers is kind of out of control casino with people betting on coins going up and down. Bianco warns that the coins are extremely vulnerable to 50 to 70% declines at the moment because it's still new technology. He said once the adoption phase is over and cryptocurrency has a fundamental role, and the real economic prices overall will be vastly higher, but it could cost investors who build during the asset formative years. That means from the point forward, the gains will be a lot less, Bianco said. The risk in the reward is now you'll have less risk and less reward once it gets adopted and the volatility slows down. Bianco, who has owned a basket of digital coins since 2017, said he resists actively trading them. He often buys and sells them about once or twice a year. He owns Ethereum but not Bitcoin. He suggests it's also key to have exposure to cryptos because the space is showing more ties to other risk assets, including stocks. Let's see, this wasn't the case 3 or 4 years ago, but it is the case now. Said if there were to get higher financial market volatility, either in stock market like the VIX index, that could help bolster the cryptocurrency space as a belief. Yes, we need a new fix, and this is the fix. Yeah, so I was actually talking to a friend about this the other day. Crypto conversations are coming up a little bit more in my reality as of right now with just friends and people that I currently am seeing here and there, which is also a different sign to tell me that, I do believe that we're steadily probably approaching a top here in the near-term future, possibly by the end of the year. And, the more that this gets kind of brought up into mainstream media, and then also not only that, but then I'll ask them, hey, what coins have y'all heard about, or da-da-da-da-da, this and that, and they're telling me about all these crappy shit coins, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you realize like those don't have any fundamental value behind them whatsoever at all. And that's the scary part about it, is that you're going to get people just throwing their money in these random ass shit coins that don't have any substantial fundamental value behind them either. And there's a lot of altcoins out there that do have fundamental value behind them, such as Ethereum or Cardano. And, you got some of these others that are, fixing streaming services such as Theta. And, there's just so much out there that has actual fundamental use behind it. But people are going to dive into these really crappy altcoins that, no one else is pumping liquidity like Cumrocket and all these other crappy ass digital currencies. And so when I hear people talk about, coins that I haven't even heard of, and I've been in this space for, almost two to 3 years now, and they're mentioning coins that I haven't even heard of, I'm just like, oof. Like that's a big sign for me to let me know that this space is still very, very early, but also that there's probably going to be a big fallout come towards probably the end of this market cycle. And I think that fallout's going to probably crash a lot of people too. And unless you're in those fundamental coins that actually have the fundamental use case behind them, then more than likely you're going to see a substantial amount of risk being taken by trying to get into some of these crappy altcoins that no one's ever heard of, even people that have been in the space for 3 years. Like you mentioned coins that people just haven't heard of before, and that's the scary part, I think, too. So but we're going to take a look at the charts here, folks. I'll digress a little bit there, and we'll go ahead and jump on over into the charts and see what's going on over there. So let's transition. Boom. All right, so taking a look at the daily chart here with Bitcoin as of right now. Where are we hovering at? About right underneath $40,000, folks. So let's see if Bitcoin wants to hit that $40,000 in the near-term future. We're still waiting on our hash ribbons buy signal to signal for us too. No sign of the buy signal just yet. We are definitely going to be keeping you up to date as soon as we get that buy signal, though, and when that is to occur. You can see that on our 12-hour chart, we have broken above our resistance trend line here on our candlesticks, and we're starting to see those lime green candlesticks start to play out for ourselves too here. Now we're looking forward to move above the 21 EMA on some of the higher time frames, such as the daily chart. As of right now on Market Cypher, it looks like our 12-hour chart is ready to start eclipsing into that, past that zero pivot point. Once we get past the zero pivot point, it definitely will be a bull show from there on out, and we'll probably having more buyers come back into this market too once we get back up above that zero pivot point. So I am expecting probably a move above the 21 EMA here. We'll probably get a substantial rally back up above here, above the 21 EMA on the 12-hour chart. Let's zoom into the 6-hour chart. What I was noticing here on the 6-hour chart is that we're already starting to make our way above the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA is now acting as support for us. We bounced off of it, it looks like once here, and now we're waiting for a move possibly up to the 100 EMA, which is at about $45,000 or so. Looking at Market Cypher too as well, you can start to see that our money flow is starting to recover here. It does look like the selling pressure is probably going to be ending sometime pretty soon. We have a green dot here on Market Cypher, the momentum wave. This green dot will probably want to lead us above the 60% level too as well. But as of right now, us finding support above the 21 EMA on the 6-hour chart is definitely looking relatively bullish. Let's jump on into the 4-hour chart here. 4-hour chart, folks, and this looks even better too, just because Market Cypher is giving us a money flow that's still headed into that recovery phase. Right now, wanting to possibly move back up into that greenish area with our money flow. It does look like we are getting a momentum wave that could be wanting to round off just a tad bit here. But what we want to look for is support above our 21 EMA on our 4-hour chart and our 6-hour chart too as well. We're gonna have to wait to get that next big rally. I think once we start to recover with our money flow here just a little bit more, then we're going to start to see that rally. Let's see where we've gotten our buy signals at all the way until possibly we're waiting for the buy signal on our 12-hour chart. It looks like we want to start to see that buy signal pop off there with our MarketGod indicator, and then we'll probably continue that rally above the 21 EMA here. So right now we're looking for a push above the 21 EMA on the 12-hour chart and the daily chart. If we get a drop here, we want to be able to find support possibly on the 4-hour 21 EMA, which is right at about 3,800 or so. I mean, $38,000. We want to be able to find support there and then possibly continue the rally. This money flow here on the 4-hour chart, the money flow on the 4-hour chart is definitely still looking relatively good for the most part. We want to start to still see this recovery here with our money flow, and then have that follow into some of the higher time frames too as well. Let's take a look here at our higher time frames just for kicks and giggles. 2-hour chart giving us a green dot, or 2-day chart giving us a green dot on Market Cypher as well too. So definitely looking for a nice little recovery here. 3-day chart, looks like we are about to get our green dot here, our big green dot on our 3-day chart, and that's going to be relatively bullish for us, folks. You can see last time we've gotten our big green dot on our 3-day chart, it has led to substantial price rallies too as well. So we're gonna be looking for this big green 3-day green dot on the 3-day chart here in the near-term future. I do believe that that's right around the corner for us, and that will definitely lead us back up above to that 21 EMA, finding support above it on our 12-hour and our daily chart too as well. So keep a close eye on it, folks. I think that we're in for probably a really big rally here going on into the weekend, and that's just what I'm reading right now. Obviously, we could get a little bit of a sell-off. I'm looking for support at about the $37,000 area or so if we see another decline, but as of right now, we're starting to make support above our 21 EMAs on the lower time frames, and usually when we start to get that rise above the 21 EMA, we start to have a substantial rally from there on out. So let's see what's gonna happen here, folks. Money flow starting to recover, which is definitely a bullish sign. Now we're waiting for that buy signal on the hash ribbons too as well. So keep a close eye on it. We'll be back probably tomorrow. I know it's going to be a relatively busy weekend for me, but I'm looking for the prices to probably continue to rally this weekend and start to recover a little bit more too as well. But we'll try and keep you up to date, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay up to date each and every single video that we make on this channel, pretty much each and every single day when we're not super busy. And don't forget to join us on our private trading group page if you want to learn about some of our alts that we're dollar cost averaging into that actually have fundamental value behind them, folks. I'm telling you I'm telling you that if you are one of those that's guessing when it comes to coins, and you are jumping into coins that literally no one's heard of, that's been in the space for 3+ years, and you're getting into coins that no one's ever heard of before, then I think that you got to kind of reevaluate just a little bit and maybe say, okay, what actually has fundamental value behind it, but what is making its way towards sound money. Bitcoin has been around for 12 years now, and we're starting to see some of these projects like Ethereum become more sound money as well too, such as Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. Those are all starting to become more or less a little bit more of sound money or sound investments because they've been around for so long. They stood the test of time. So maybe reevaluate that portfolio, folks. I know that some of those coins are still relatively high in price, but that doesn't mean that they're going to end up falling off at the end of the year too, whenever the market cycle comes to an end. So just a heads up on that. Don't forget, join us in our private trading group page. We use Patreon as a payment processor. I look forward to y'all joining us over there too as well. And then also, if you want to check out some of the links in the description box below, pick up some of our paid for indicators, you can check that out too as well. So I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.